whispers fill the dark. Broken skylines fade away. Pressure moving far below. Beneath the city. running through the concrete. Skylines, cold floodlights glowing through factory haze. Underground tunnels beneath endless districts. Steel vibrations moving through the foundations. Every structure feels alive tonight, like pressure trapped inside giant walls. Dark service roads without direction. Gray smoke drifting between silent towers. Pressure rising, systems awakening, movement spreading through the structure. Kick drums crashing through concrete chambers, smoke spiraling beneath crimson strobes. Bodies moving like synchronized engines, lost inside hypnotic repetition. Acid frequencies grinding through darkness, like voltage trapped beneath the city. Nobody speaks inside this warehouse. Only motion, only shadows, only baseline shaking the floor. Concrete reactor. Concrete reactor. Dark pressure. Dark pressure. Silent rail corridors crossing industrial zones. Signal lights blinking through heavy fog. Every reflection feels engineered and cold, like emotion buried beneath infrastructure. Static beneath exhausted eyes. Metal tension underneath pale skin. Even breathing feels mechanical now. Industrial and less disconnected. Systems accelerating, signals fading. No silence inside the reactor. Smoke flooding across warehouse reactor keeps running. Beneath smoke and steel. The machines are silent. But something still moves inside the structure. Broken floodlights above empty warehouses. Rust-covered pipes disappearing into darkness. Cold smoke drifting through shattered windows. Steel corridors buried beneath shadow. Every room feels occupied tonight, like memories trapped inside machinery. Old conveyor belts frozen in place, long echoes moving through hollow walls. Hidden motion. Dead systems. Pressure lingering inside the structure. Kick drums crashing through iron chamber. Smoke spiraling beneath crimson strobes. Bodies moving like mechanical apparitions. Lost inside hypnotic repetition. Acid frequencies grinding through darkness. Like sparks trapped beneath rusted steel. Nobody speaks inside this warehouse. Only motion, only shadows, only basslines shaking the floor. Factory ghost. Factory ghost. Cold machine. Cold machine. Silent rail tracks fading into fog. Signal towers blinking through industrial haze. Every reflection feels distant and unreal, like time stopped inside these buildings. Static pressure beneath tired eyes. Metal tension underneath pale skin. Even silence feels mechanical now. Frozen industrial. Disconnected. Ghost signals.